Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, last time I did one of these videos, this day in a lifestyle video, it's quite a depressing, testing day. So I thought I'd do another one on a slightly better day. Today I'm heading down south to go and pick up two cars. One I've had before, which you'll see shortly, and another one, it's quite interesting. It's a 3 litre Z4, 2010 or 11 Z4, which I'm quite excited to go and pick up. It's a 3 litres, the 3.5, do they call it? 3.5i, and it's manual. So we're just waiting for the train now. We've got to make a couple of stops. First stop is Stoke-on-Trent. How glamorous. I'm with my brother.
Stoke-on-Trent, followed by Milton Keynes. So after the first train was running late, we've just made it. 2 minutes spare. 2 minutes to get from one side of the station to the other. So next stop is Hemel Hempstead.
A car that I'm picking up, you'll recognise. I'll give you a tour of it when I get there. Could have gone and seen Bletchley Park, couldn't we?
What's that?
Sewing. Well, here's what I bought then. It's this late 2014 Lexus NX 300h. You might remember this car. It's the car that I bought for my mum to replace her red Range Rover Evoque. I sold it to the previous owner for about £20,000 last year, I think. And he's just bought a brand new Tesla Model Y. So he got in touch to say that he no longer needs it and would I buy it back. So I remember it being a nice car with full Lexus history, so I thought, why not? It's great stock. And to be honest, I forgot how nice it was. He's kept it really well and it's just really clean. So we're on our way to go and pick up the next car, which is over in a place called Burnham-on-Crouch, which is, I think it's Essex. It's sort of right on the east coast anyway, so it's about an hour and a half away. But so far, everything's going to plan. I didn't miss a train, even though I detest public transport. It was actually quite convenient. The weather's all right, the traffic's all right, we're making good time, so yeah, everything's going swimmingly. So my plan with this then, once I got it back up north, is book it back in with Lexus Stockport. I had it serviced at Lexus Stockport before I sold it to the previous owner, and it was due a full service then, so it cost me about £500. But with Lexus, they alternate the services, so you don't need a full service every single year. So this year, it should just be due a minor service, which will cost me about £250, I guess. And it isn't due until about October, but I'll get it done anyway. We're in August now, aren't we? So I'll get that done, and then it's ready to go. I'm hoping it's still worth about 17 and a half grand, somewhere around that sort of figure. So there ought to be a decent profit margin in this one. Same is true of the next car we're going to pick up, I hope. I've seen the photographs of that and it does look really nice. So far then, this little day in the life is much more pleasant than my other one. That day was just stressful and miserable. And so far today, it's been quite enjoyable. I've got a recovery truck, a transporter, going up to a place called Hexham to pick up a 2004 Audi TT that I've agreed to buy from a YouTube viewer. And tomorrow I've got a 325 E46 coming to the garage, which I've agreed to buy. So there's plenty of fresh cars arriving. What else have I bought? I bought a 5 Series GT today. That's been dropped off tomorrow. So yeah, things have hopefully turned around. I'll catch up with you when we go and pick up the Z4. Right, well, we're about 15 minutes away and the sun's come out. It's quite a nice part of the world, this. Whenever you think of Essex, you automatically think of fake tan and fake teeth and fake everything else. But you forget that some parts are nice and rural. The old Lexus has performed perfectly, as I expected. I've been averaging 54.4 miles per gallon since I started. So we've still got loads of fuel in the tank. And I think from here I've got about 5 hours of driving to get home, so still plenty more driving to do. I'm quite looking forward to seeing this Z4 now. It looks like it's been looked after really well. It's done 72,000 miles, I think, so quite low for a 12-year-old car. I just hope it's as nice in the flesh as it is in the pictures.
So we've just stopped off at the services. I'm in the Lexus, Matt's in the Z4. The old BM. Obviously, he's done a review on the Lexus already because we once owned it before. So we're going to just do one on the Z4 now.
Tell them about the Chinese.
Yeah, we had a lovely chopsticks. He had the largest portion going.
I didn't. Sorry.
Yeah, he did.
It's like a Panda Express, but a British version.
It's a Panda Express off Wish, put it that way.
Right, well, I've just left Beaconsfield service station in the Z4. I've spent about 2 hours in it now. The first 45 minutes I really enjoyed, driving down rural country roads in Essex. And I was really enjoying the car. It's a proper peach, this. It's been looked after really well. The previous owner's had it for 10 years. It's always been garaged, and he was telling me it's been all over the place, down to Rome, Spain, France, everywhere really. And that really is how these cars should be used. So I was really enjoying myself for about 45 minutes. Then I got on the M25, and this isn't the kind of car that you want to use if you spend a lot of your day on the M25. It's Friday afternoon and the traffic was just bumper to bumper. So I was chatting with my brother, who's in front of me in the Lexus, which is also a really nice car, so I've done well today. Should be some profit here for me. I was chatting with him and we should have some time free this afternoon, so I suggested going to Bletchley Park and he wanted to go to Bicester Village. It's one of those like outlet places where they do designer clothing at knockdown prices. I really wanted to go to Bletchley and learn about Enigma, so we're going to Bicester. I've never been, so I'm sure it'll be just as educational. Before buying this car, I checked it out with Car Vertical and it all checked out fine. It'd never been stolen, written off, had a mileage rollback, or been involved in an accident. And you can see from the previous MOTs every single year that it's been looked after quite well. It's only had 2 owners from new, the last guy's had it for 10 years. It's really important that you do one of these checks before you hand over any cash for a used car or motorbike. And if you want to get yourself 10% off, then use my promo code HIGHPEAK. I'll leave the link below in the video description so you can try it out for yourself. But it's a really thorough check. It checks databases in 35 different countries all over Europe. So if, for example, this car had had an accident or been serviced while it was on the road in Spain or France, this report would tell me. I've never seen these kinds of reports go into so much detail. So anyway, use my promo code HIGHPEAK for 10% off. Before we left Essex, I went and put £50 in a Lexus and £50 in this, which almost filled it. And do you know what? Since I've been driving this, I've been averaging 35.3 miles per gallon from a 3-litre sports car. I just think it's really impressive. I'm currently on the M40 and I think I'm about 30 minutes from Bicester. So I'll go and have a wander around there with my brother and then head home. And I think I've probably got another 3 hours from Bicester. So a long old day this. But so far, so good. It was all worthwhile. I think tomorrow I'll drop them off at the valeters and see what they both need and then get them advertised. They are great fun to drive, these, just not on the M25. The old 3-litre sounds really nice. The previous owner of this car has looked after it like I would. He's changed the gearbox oil, the diff oil, put decent branded tyres on it, all that sort of stuff. So I've got every confidence in it. When I stopped for fuel, I got a message to say that the transporter was up in Hexham picking up the TT. So I made the transfer for that, so that's been paid. That's winging its way down to me as we speak. And I've also agreed to buy a BMW Z3. Now, I haven't had one of these for a very long time. It's been described to me as needing a little bit of TLC, but I think it's going to the right person. That's been picked up next week from down in Warwickshire, I think. Stratford upon Avon, something like that. So I'll do a video with that when it arrives. So it's been quite a productive day, really. We've had a couple of handovers at the garage, so my bank account's nicely topped up after spending, if I spent today then, 27 or 8 grand. Quite a lot of money, really, isn't it? Well, I'm about 30 minutes away from my front door and we're back in Z4 country. Proper twisty roads is where this car belongs, and it's such good fun to drive. I got caught in loads of traffic on the M6. Those so-called smart motorways are anything but. So I'm quite tired now. I'll be quite happy to get in and kick my shoes off. By the time I get home, well, I've been gone about 12 hours, so it has been a full-on day. But I'm quite happy. It's been a fairly positive one. Neither of these cars need an awful lot before they're on sale, just standard service, MOTs and valets. And they've both now covered a few hundred uneventful miles, so I can sell them both with some confidence. So I think that's about it. Hopefully this little day in the life was a bit more positive than the previous one. Thank you once again for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done already. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Don't forget TikTok. I'll leave the links below. And yeah, cheers guys. See you next time.